All right, so this is Kenny Santos out of Toronto, Canada for KennySantos.com. What if charity is a scam? All right, and reason why I'm asking this question is because I had a discussion with some of my friends regarding, a charity and if they give money to the homeless that are begging for money on the streets. And some people, they refuse to do so, and it's their right to refuse to do so. They want to give their charity where it's most needed. And one of my friends, she really got PO'd because she was thinking, if I give them charity, that means my money isn't, if I'm giving money to them, to these homeless people, but they're using it, they're not really homeless, say for example, or they're using it to buy drugs or booze or whatever, then that money could have gone somewhere where it's truly needed. Now, let me just tell you my commentary on this. I'm not arguing that you should give money to the homeless or you should give it somewhere else, but I am saying this, is that charity isn't between you and who you give it to. It really isn't. Charity is between you and your higher power. And I've said it before, I'll say it again. You know what? Your higher power, you may call it God, or you may call it the universe, or Allah, or whatever, right? But it's between you and the universe. And when you give charity, you're sending a signal to your higher power. And you're saying two things with this signal. You're saying, one, you're trusting that this money is going to the proper spot. And two, you're trusting that even though that you're giving some of your hard-earned money, you're actually trusting that the universe is going to take care of you. Because a lot of people, they want to hold on to their money. They don't know if they're going to run out. But remember this, no one ever gets poor from giving. There is a law that's as solid as the law of gravity. It's called the law of reciprocity. And basically how it works is this, is that if you give something, you're going to get it back. And you're going to get it back in buckets. All right, and that includes money, that includes a smile, that includes love. It also works for negative things. It works for anger. Right? If you walk around with an angry face like this, you're going to get a lot of angry faces back. All right, and so remember that when you're out there. And by the way, you know what? When I remember when how do I explain this? It was my friend Patrick. I had bought something from him, and it cost like $10. And I hadn't seen him for a while. And you know what? I told him, don't have the cash on me now, but I'll pay you back. And I hadn't seen him for a bit, and I hadn't paid him back the money. And when I saw him next, it was like, I don't know, maybe 2-3 weeks later, I can't remember how long, I gave him the money, and he had forgotten. I said, here's that money that I owe you. He says, oh, I totally forgot about that. And I kind of joked to him, I said, I'm not giving that to you for you. I'm giving it back for me. He says, what do you mean by that? I said, if I don't give you back that money, the law of reciprocity says, you know what, basically I've stolen that money from you. And I believe that, something 10 times worse is going to happen to me. And so you may not take, Patrick's not going to steal $100 from me, but something's going to cost me $100 down the road. I may get a flat tire. I might get into a car accident. I may, just lose $10, but the universe is going to even it out. So if you give money to a homeless person, or if you give, let's say you find out that you've been giving money to charity for years, month after month after month, and you find out they haven't been giving it to, those orphan children in Africa. They've been keeping all this money for years and years and years. That doesn't counteract your intention. Your intention was to give that money. Yeah, those kids aren't getting it. But one thing, we got to remember, you're trusting your higher power that the money, like if your money doesn't reach the spot it's supposed to reach, that other charities are going to reach there, right? Someone else is going to give, instead of you, but you've done the intention. It's not like when you get to heaven, for example, and God is telling you to make your case why you should get in. Say, I've been giving money to this charity all these years. He goes, yeah, but remember, I know you gave charity for like 25 years, but that charity wasn't true. I mean, it was all about your intention. And so don't worry about where you give your money. I shouldn't say don't worry. You know what? It's all about the emotion. When you give money, when you give to charity, worry more about your intention. Worry more about your emotion when you're giving it. If you give it kind of like, oh man, I got to give this month, here you go, it doesn't really do you or anyone else any good. However, if you give it with a big smile and you're trusting the universe that it's going to the right spot, and you're trusting the universe that you're going to be taken care of, you're sending that signal out, things will change for you. All right, it's all about the good feelings, and it raises your frequency. So I trust you got some great value out of this. What I invite you to do is to like, subscribe, share, and comment. Also, if you want to see more videos like this, go over to my blog. It's kennysantos.com. You can put your name and email in and get an awesome audio on growing your business. All right, take care and create a great day.